Today's video is very special. We are going to talk about Taiwan and food. Growing up as a Taiwanese, food has always been a very important part of our culture and life. We spend a significant amount of time dining with our friends and families for deeper social connections. This time, I brought Sumet back with me to experience this crucial part of our culture, food. Taiwanese cuisine has been influenced by a variety of different cultures due to its history of being ruled by different groups, such as the Japanese colonial period, as well as its indigenous and immigrant cultures. These influences have contributed to the diverse culinary landscape that Taiwan showcases today. During our 2-week stay in Taipei, my parents treated us with so much good food, from high-end all-you-can-eat buffet, authentic Japanese sushi bar, Shanghainese cuisine, to bubble tea and street food. We also had a chance to tour the famous Nanmen Market to pick up Tian's favorite chaozhou dumplings and take a peek at the food mainland Chinese immigrants brought in during the relocation of the nationalist government to Taiwan in 1949. Almost every single dish around here has a story behind it. It's like our culture and food are inseparable parts of history. In this video, we selected several restaurants and street food we enjoyed a lot during the trip and talk about their original and historical backgrounds, which further enriched our Taiwanese food experience. I will give the information of the food mentioned in this video in the description so that when you visit Taiwan, you get to find them too. Jiufen and Jinshan are two famous towns about 1-hour drive northeast from the center of Taipei, preserving many historical residential and business buildings which can be dated back to the 19th century. During the Japanese colonial era between 1895 and 1945, Jiufen and Jinshan earned the nickname Golden Mountain Cities due to their abundance of gold mines. The settlements thrived as a result of the influx of gold miners, but later became quiet as the gold rush declined. Nowadays, with the plentiful historical landmarks and sites, both towns thrive again under Taiwanese tourism publicity. Let's start with the most popular destination, Jiufen. Jiufen is well known for its old street, beautiful views of the island's northeastern coasts, and local Taiwanese street food. Over here, we get to try the famous taro balls, also called oyi. Oyi was invented in 1946 and came to Jiufen area in 1970 as a popular topping for drink shops. It is definitely one of my favorite childhood desserts that normally comes with shredded ice, brown sugar syrup, red beans, and mung beans. When you're looking for oyi, make sure to go deep enough into the old street for Aganyi oyi, which comes with a fantastic view of the coastline at its dining area. What a view with this delicious dessert! Next, we found Tian's mother's favorite Hakka rice cake. The Hakka people are one of the major ethnic groups in Taiwan, contributing to the island's rich cultural diversity. A significant wave of Hakka migration to Taiwan occurred during the Qing dynasty, which was between the 17th to early 20th centuries. This migration was prompted by factors such as economic opportunities, land availability, and the government's encouragement of settlement in Taiwan. The Hakka rice cake vendor, Alan, who has been in business for more than 7 decades, is very famous in the area. Both locals and tourists come for their cakes. Their green rice cakes are called caogui in Taiwanese, which are made from mugwort leaves mixed with rice flour and come in 4 different flavors. The savory ones with dried radish filling and the sweet ones with red bean paste filling are the 2 most popular flavors. They also sell okwekiao, which is a light purple rice cake in a half-moon shape made from taro, shallots, ground pork, dried shrimps, and rice flour. Each cake is about 50 to 60 cents in US dollars, so they are definitely a very affordable delicacy. In Jiufen, we can also enjoy freshly made fishbowl soup, fried squid, and shredded candied peanuts with ice cream in a spring roll with cilantro. I know the last one sounds weird, but you gotta give it a try. This combination has the right elements of Taiwanese flavor, and it is so refreshing to taste. Jiufen is such a great place to enjoy Taiwanese local street food and history. It also has an abundance of attractions in proximity, such as the Golden Waterfall, the Gold Museum, and World War II Memorial if you travel with a car. That it is definitely worth a whole day in your itinerary to tour around this unique mountain city at ease. Next, moving on to Jinshan. Jinshan is not as iconic as Jiufen as a tourist destination. It is a bit more spread out, and the Old Street is smaller in scale. In Jinshan Old Street, there is a very famous Jinshan duck restaurant which has been open for more than half a century. Their kitchen is set right in front of a temple. Customers are welcome to pick up whichever dish they like from the counter and pay straight at the cashier by the temple. After payment, we have to carry our food and walk across the street to their designated dining area where we can finally sit down and dig in. After the meal, we stop by an ice cream shop for this famous cactus ice cream made from the special dark pink cactus grown in Penghu Island of Taiwan. And if you still have some space, Jinshan's candied peanuts is a good snack and souvenir that we brought home to share with our friends and families overseas. Trust us, everyone likes it. Apart from street food, Taiwan is also known for its Taiwanese Chinese food. The most famous example is Tai Fung. The founder of Tai Fung migrated to Taiwan from Shanxi province in 1948 in the middle of the Chinese Civil War. Initially engaged in the oil industry from 1958 onwards, he ventured into the culinary world in 1972 by introducing Xiao Long Bao, small soup dumplings made from Chinese steaming baskets, alongside his oil business, which brought him fame and fortune. Thanks to Tai Fung's remarkable success, we can now enjoy their signature soup dumplings and other delicious dishes across their 170 global locations. In addition to Xiao Long Bao, Tai Fung also serves very tasty shrimp and egg fried rice, sweet taro Xiao Long Bao for dessert, and comforting vermicelli with bean curd puff and pork roll soup. Lastly, we enjoyed omakase from You Sushi in Taipei. Japanese influence on Taiwanese food culture stems from Japan's colonization of Taiwan. During this period, the Japanese introduced various culinary techniques, ingredients, and dishes to the island. They incorporated elements of Japanese cuisine such as ramen, tempura, and sushi into Taiwanese culinary practices. Even after the end of Japanese rule, these culinary influences persisted, enriching Taiwan's food culture with a diverse array of flavors and dishes that continue to be enjoyable today. The chef who served us at You Sushi was well versed in the seasonality, texture, and characteristics of all ingredients. You Sushi provided a great environment, proper amount of food, and a very cozy dining experience. We definitely suggest this omakase experience. In the end, I wanted to share my personal journey. As a Taiwanese, I've deeply appreciated the significance of food within Asian culture. However, after moving to the States, I began to prioritize mindful consumption, such as avoiding excessive indulgence for pure satisfaction and the pursuit of luxury dining for status. Instead, I've gravitated towards food that is naturally cultivated and minimally processed, prioritizing its role in supporting my body's well-being. It may come as a surprise, but even within our shared culture, we've encountered challenges when visiting both of our Asian families. At times, they've overwhelmed us with hospitality, disregarding our dietary preferences in the name of inclusiveness. Nonetheless, we remain deeply grateful for their generosity and kindness. Food is undoubtedly an inseparable part of Asian culture. So our philosophy now is to just relax, sit back, and enjoy the good food while we can, but never stress ourselves. We hope you enjoyed this video and thank you again for watching Wanderwise. See you next time!